stage of this college football playoff. It's time to find out who has the depth and the drive to take one huge step closer to the ultimate goal, hoisting that national championship trophy. This test is a matchup we cannot wait to see unfold. Welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. This is the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on a playoff team from last year, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. We're almost there. Time to find out who'll be headed to the national championship game. Team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13, not great field position to start the drive. Quick throw, the catch is made. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? The offense with some pre-snap motion. They'll change the pre-snap look now. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. That run takes it across the 30-yard line.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. They'll run it out of the shotgun. As the first down is still going. That'll pick up a first down. They'll spot it at the 38.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Well, that's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
Second down, we're going to throw it. The short completion of the tight end. They finally make the stop right near midfield. It'll be first down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Makes a quick catch. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion.
And they get some positive yards here. But just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Pass caught. Second down now. The shotgun running play call. Stop right there at the line. No gain.
Boy, this defense is stepping up here early in this game, really controlling the line of scrimmage. Just nowhere to go on this last play. And now we've got a 3rd down, a big opportunity for this defense to get off the field.
Big moment here in this playoff game. 3rd and short on the 7th play of the drive. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They bring him down, but a solid gain moves the football to the 24 on the first down.
Well, it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain and a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. They bring it down to the 13. This offense really threatening now to score the first down.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm. Everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
On first down, they'll keep the running game churning. And he stopped just short, down at the 2, but an excellent run.
Well, right now, this defense seems to be sitting back, worried about the pass game. They better cheat a safety down, have an extra guy down in the box to help against this run game, because they are getting ripped apart up front.
And they're trying to punch it in here. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
Backed up to the 5-yard line now for second and goal. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. Touchdown, Mustangs, as they clean the lead here in this playoff game. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
Kentucky, 0.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Harris. Tackled at the 13. Now in good position to start the drive. Play from the pistol formation. And the single back takes the handoff. Not much on that play, brought down short.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Look at a pass here on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Harris. It's a nice gain. He'll move the football up to the 27.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Takes the ball, tries the right side here.
Chris, I know it's not a huge game. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Grab down the middle. It's Harris. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the first down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with third down and long.
Grab near the sticks. It's Harris. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on third down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now,
here he goes. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Wildcats, as they get on the board here in this playoff game.
Chris, I didn't think this guy had this in him. I mean, he's not even one of the top 10 fastest guys on his own team. But here, no one was at home, the door's open, and he just took it to the house.
No problem with PAT right down the middle. kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 23, brought it out and tried to make a play, but good coverage that time. And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. Here's the handoff. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling him to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. He'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Gets made on the left side. They finally get him down, but this passing game has produced a chunk play. As the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
Here's a screen pass to the running back. And they'll bring him down. The defense fought through the blocks, and they stop him short of the 1st down.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
So at the end of one, we are dead even as these teams continue their pursuit of a national championship. Let's take a quick look at the game summary so far. We'll see if the rest of this playoff game can live up to a very competitive opening period. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Or it's snapped to the back. Has the 1st down and more. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And they'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
2nd down after that previous play. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Looking deep down the left side. Trying to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Oh, look, he's chucking it deep again. And the pass caught inside the 15. Tackle is finally made down at the 11-yard line.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The Mustangs getting set on 1st and 10. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. On the move now. And the scramble moves it closer to the goal line. The defense able to grab it.
Well, that's just just being crafty right here by this quarterback. It's not there. You pick up what you can and stay ahead of the chains. And who knows, do this enough, they'll have to start spying on this quarterback, which could open up some passing lanes that weren't there before.
Here's a quick throw off the play fake. Touchdown, SMU. A great connection there for 6 points. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
Bringing it out, it's Harris. And he's tackled just short of the 25.
Just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time.
Finds an open target on the left side. They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
After the first play, they're very close to midfield already. And looking to throw now on first down. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. Second and 10 now from the 48 after that incompletion. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. The pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Big shot downfield here early in the game. Couldn't quite connect, but even on an incompletion, these deep shots do a good job of keeping those safeties back and can open up other aspects of this offense.
Great start to the drive, but now back-to-back incompletions. Makes it 3rd and 10. Looking to throw yet again. A deep shot to the left side. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down.
The offense takes a big shot here downfield. I thought they may have a chance, but the defender makes an unbelievable play to get a hand on the ball and knock it away.
4th and 10 after 3 straight incompletions. Can they connect this time? Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Complete to the running back. Can he get first down yardage? And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. He's going to take off here. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
Hey, if you're not going to account for a quarterback, he's going to be smart enough to take off when the opportunity is there.
Important second down play coming up. Receiver in motion now. From the shotgun, handoff inside. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. And the Mustangs looking to crank up the tempo a bit. They'll try to run for the first down. And they get the conversion there. Set up now first down at the 38.
Well, that's mano-a-mano right there. Offensive line knowing exactly their assignment, getting a hat on a hat, and that back threw just exactly where he needed to go to extend this drive. That's a first down.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Lets it go quickly. He's got it with room to run. They make the tackle, but offense has a first down now at the 21.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
The Mustangs moving quickly down the field here. It's the 2-minute timeout. Nice to have a close game here as we approach the half. And the Mustangs begin a new series here, 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8. A timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Clear movement before the snap, and it'll be a false start. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. 2nd down play coming up for this offense. Wants to throw it. Running back grabs it on the screen. The defense all over. They stop him right at the line. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down just to get everybody on the same page. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Going for his running back. He makes the grab. And is going to be taken down there, but there is a flag on the field. Solid gain on the play there, wiped out by the penalty flag. One of those critical 3rd down plays coming up. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Pass caught. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down. Defense calls their 3rd and final timeout at the half now.
Chris, this is somewhat of a surprise to me. These guys have been great on 3rd down all year long, top 25 in the country, but just not enough on this one. You got to think they wish they could get that route back to run it past the sticks.
The offense will take their first 10 out of the half. The touch strategy here. Mustangs will come to the line on 4th down, hoping to keep this drive going. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Oh, what a grab!
Well, it's a blown opportunity here for this defense. They get the offense all the way to 4th down and long. They got to get pressure. They got to get this offense off the field, make them pay for this aggressive decision to go for it, and instead they give up a 1st down. This could cost them.
And the Mustangs will line up now. It's 1st and goal. And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. All right, 2nd down and goal now for this offense. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
Third down and goal. Crucial play coming up. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Mustangs.
I'll tell you what, in this first half, this quarterback seemed to be making all the right reads and showing the accuracy that he's shown all year long. Outstanding pass, great conversion. They put 6 more on the board.
Here's the point after attempt. With the extra point, the lead is 14. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Fielded in the end zone. It's Harris. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Defensive backs on the field in preparation for this passing down. He'll hand it off. They get him to the ground about the 18-yard line. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And it's incomplete. Just 3 seconds left on the clock.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. They're going to have to make some adjustments there and maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
Here's the throw deep downfield. And the pass ball is incomplete. No time left on the first half clock. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Mustangs will kick this away to begin the second half. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Kentucky offense is back out on the field. They need to get things going here in the third quarter, already trailing by a couple possessions.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. Tackle made after a solid gain to spot the ball at the 34.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
1st and 10 now for the offense. Looking to throw here. Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. It's a shotgun run call. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
up the first down through the air. Gets made on the out route. To be brought down at the 46, good enough for a first down. This Kentucky offense is quickly moving down the field. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking deep to the right side. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
The defense has got to do a better job of communicating. That is a wide-open receiver. They catch a break by an errant throw by the quarterback.
Second down play coming up. And he'll set up to throw. Moves out of the pocket. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. They finally stop him. Big play. Moves the ball to the 22.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
Kentucky getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Looking to throw it again. Caught over the middle. It's Harris. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Kentucky has moved into the red zone now. Off the RPO, caught to the right. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal yardage to the 9.
Here the defense was committed to stop the run. In an RPO, that's a dangerous thing to do. The quarterback sensed that, just pulled the ball out, got it out to the right flat for some good yards.
Looking to set up a screen pass here. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky. That kind of execution on a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
Extra point splits the uprights.
Kentucky, 14.
And the return starts just inside the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the SMU offense is back out on the field now. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Again, moves the ball out near the 25.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run, you can go to play action, and really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Looking for a man deep down the left side. Oh, and a chance there for a game-changing interception. Couldn't quite come up with it. Sets up 3rd down now.
The offense doesn't come up with the completion here, Chris, but I think it gives you an indication of what they think they can do here in the second half of this playoff game.
They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Catch made just enough of a gain to move the sticks.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the postseason and the playoff, working with the lead. It comes down to a 3rd down. They do their job, convert. Now they keep working that clock and getting so much closer to advancing to the next round.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Takes the handoff again. The Sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Cannot connect, incomplete, and now 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
4th fourth down. He's throwing for it. Delivers quickly to the left side. What a catch! He'll go down, but he does have first down yardage.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
Toss play to the outside. Puts into space at the 50. Tackle made after a huge gain all the way to the 40.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Defense stops him, but that's a solid game. And the Mustangs looking to run some tempo here.
Well, not much of a gain there, but this is what they do. They love to go fast. The defense has got to be aware.
Second down, we're going to throw it. He's running out of time here. A throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up third down. The long drive continues. The offense pushing the ball down the field. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. It's an out route, the catch made. And he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense.
Chris, I think you got to give all the credit to the wide receiver here. Man-to-man coverage on an out route. That is a tough ask. Good inside move on the stem to separate from the defender, and a great throw by the quarterback near the sideline.
Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Touchdown, SMU. Too much speed for the defense. Now just a brilliant game from this quarterback. With a spot in the natty on the line, we need you got to step up, and this guy has delivered so far today.
You know, it's just everything coming together. The preparation that he put in leading into this game, the offense doing their job of taking care of him, the receivers running good routes. Everything right now is clicking for this offense and this quarterback.
Kentucky, 14.
Bringing it out, it's Harris. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. For the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, the timing of this screen pass just seemed to be off. The defense almost waiting for the ball to be thrown. He had nowhere to go by the time he caught it.
So it's second down and long here from the 13. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Shotgun formation here on third down. Caught near the sticks. It's Griffin. He's in the clear. Out past the 30. They finally make the tackle, but the defense gashed by that big gainer. So one enormous play has this offense inside the 30. Let's see if they can cash in this scoring opportunity. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Catch is made down the middle. Brought down at the 3, but that's enough for a first and goal. This Kentucky offense is quickly moving down the field. And
Kirk, it's SMU with the lead here. And as we've reached the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. So here we go. An exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Pass caught. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. That score makes things a lot more interesting here in the 4th quarter with a spot in the national championship game on the line.
This feels like a playoff game now. You can just see it on the guys' faces. That was a momentum punch. Now the focus shifts to the opposition. Can they march down and answer, or will they wilt to the pressure?
They're set now to try the PAT. And the point after gets them within a touchdown, 28-21. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
Kentucky, 21.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. This game just got tighter. The temptation might be to sit on this lead, but we'll see how aggressive they get. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, great job here by this defense. They're trying to bounce this to the outside, take advantage of his speed in the backfield, but no chance at all. The defensive speed, ability to diagnose the play, blows it up.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Quick throw to the left side. Picked off, a crucial turnover. Touchdown, Kentucky. 6 points for the defense in this playoff game. What a moment. So the pick 6 is wiped away by the defensive pass interference. What a huge call there and a big momentum shift. Offense on the move now as that penalty gives them a fresh set of downs. And here's the handoff. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Breaks loose at the 40. And they keep the drive going. It's a 1st down at the 46.
Everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. The back's got it. And he'll get the 1st down yards before they finally bring him down.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
The Mustangs will have 1st and 10 here. Here comes a handoff.
I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Loose football. Offense recovers the fumble and keeps going.
fumble, but you have to have the collective awareness for someone to get on top of it. It's a lucky break for the offense.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. The pass rush closing in. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
Leading here late in the game, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to keep possession and stretch the lead. Now needs a completion here on 4th down. Fires it to the left side, and it's intercepted. A crushing play. Could take it all the way. They'll finally catch him. That's a huge return. They get the takeaway and set the offense up in great position.
That's the last thing that you could afford to do. Working with the lead in the 4th quarter, I thought it'd be easy throws, high percentage throws, run the football, keep that clock moving. Now you've given your opponent a chance to get back into this game.
Here comes the up-tempo offense.
When you throw an out route against man coverage, and it puts a premium on a receiver who can set up the defensive back to be able to still have room to get to the outside and be timed up with a quarterback. That was great execution.
That huge play sets up a great opportunity. 1st and goal just outside the 5. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. He's looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone. He takes it into the end zone, but hold on. There's a flag now. So the offense obviously declines that penalty, and the defense and the touchdown will stand. Offense is out there. They're going to go for 2 here. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. He escapes the pocket. And it's picked off in the end zone.
Well, by not getting that 2-point conversion, even after the big touchdown, this is still a field goal game as we head down to the stretch of the 4th quarter. And how about this defense? They just make a big stop after giving up that touchdown. They regain some momentum. And now let's see if it translates to the other side of the ball.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. And the SMU offense is back out on the field now. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
Yeah, I like this call here late in a game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Leaning on the run game here. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Well, this is a huge 3rd down coming up here, and here's where that chess match comes to head. And for the defense, they desperately need to make a play if they believe they have any chance of coming back to win this game.
So a very makeable 3rd down for this offense from the 26-yard line. Can he get there on the ground? Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
That's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
dice a bit. Up one possession and going for it on fourth down. Crucial play here. They go to the air. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
I thought the defense did a pretty good job here on this fourth down, but how about the quarterback? Throws an absolute laser to get that one in there for the first down.
The spot in the national championship game comes down to the final 2 minutes. Can the offense keep the football and bleed out the clock?
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Picks up the first, looking for more. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Playoff game on the line here. Can the offense play keep away and secure the victory?
Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
The spot in the national championship game comes down to the final 2 minutes. Can the offense keep the football and bleed out the clock?
So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Championship game comes down to the final 2 minutes. Can the offense keep the football and bleed out the clock?
Looking to throw it on third and very long. Fires it to the wideout. Grabbed down the middle. It's Brooks.
Well, obviously they had a plan of attack ready on that third down and delivered the knockout punch to put this game away.
So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. That's a great performance in the pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And now the stage is set for this season's ultimate college football game. We will see you at the national championship. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.